Hey, Shalom. Hey, Shalom, Shalom. I'm going to start by saying, Brother Yahweh, Brother Yahushua, Brother Yahweh, Brother Yahushua, Brother Yahweh, Brother Yahushua, Ka'alam Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kokodash, and also the honor to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders who have moved on the world. And Shalom to Yakim Adeh, pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kokodash. Hey, man, I'm just doing a quick lesson. Hey, this lesson might either get one precept or none. But I'm just trying to show you, like, the hypocrites, all right, of Vocab Malone. How this dude is a fucking hypocrite, man. And also at the same time, this man thinks his authority, all right, to switch out what the Bible says, what the history says, to his own words, okay? Like, this man thinks like everything he said is right, whatever we say is wrong. Who gave the authority? Vocab. Because when you go to the book of Psalms, right, chapter 50, all right, Psalms 50 and verse what is that? Real quick. Just bear with me for a minute. Yeah, I'll show you something, man. Like, yo, what the fuck? Bro, this guy, man, this guy is something else, man. And all you Israelites out there, man, all right, you so-called Negroes, Native Americans, in lion tribes, men and women, all right, who steady listening to Vocab to this day, and you think this man really everything he's saying is right, and we're wrong? You need to check your ears, man. I'm serious. You need to double check your ears, all right? Cause this guy is bro. What the fuck? Okay, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm gonna pull over, man. What the fuck is this guy saying? Real quick, I'll show you something, man. Because Vocab has no authority going into the Bible, all right, and teaching the Bible, man. Okay, because this dude Vocab is Amalekite, all right. He's Amalekite. He's Edomite, okay, and he's defending them. That's why he's so invested into trying to stop the truth, man. Always coming against the one West, you know. So check this out, right? It says, this is the book of Psalms 15, verse 16, about unto the wicked, God saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? And that's for you, Vocab. You have no business doing that. Okay? The laws was never given to you, Idumeans. The covenant is not for you, it's for the Israelites only. Seeing thou hast instructions, Vocab, you have instructions, man, you're a fucking liar. Straight up, man, you're a fucking liar, bro. And castest my words behind thee. And that's what you're doing. You know? You pick and choosing what you want to tell people, and you don't want to go with the whole Bible, bro. And real quick, another precept that he hates, Psalms 147 and verse 8:19. It says, he showeth his words unto Jacob. It says he showeth his word unto who? Jacob. Jacob represents the 12 tribes of Israel. You don't see Idumeans, right? When you go into the Genesis, we know who got the birthright, okay, who received the blessing and who was promised, okay, the blessing that was promised to Abraham, right? It was Jacob, no Esau. And his statutes and his judgment unto Israel. They have not dealt so with any nation. As for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh.
Even see that all the way in the New Testament.
So now check out Vocab.
The book of Mark,
check what this man says right here.
Listen to this brief reference here in verse 8. Jesus withdrew. I'm sorry, wrong verse. And just read 7 and 8. Jesus withdrew to the sea with his disciples, and a great multitude from Galilee followed him, from Judea and from Jerusalem and from Idumea and beyond the Jordan in the vicinity of Tyre and Sidon. And a great number of people heard of all that he was doing and came to him. Now, first of all, I know I read that quick, but did you guys catch what that said actually? Jesus has a multitude of people who are following him, and it names the regions from which they're coming beyond the Jordan. So notice how it first names the Transjordan area. What is that Transjordan area? Idumea. So people were coming to hear Jesus from Jerusalem and from Idumea and beyond the Jordan in the vicinity of Tyre and Sidon. Number of
Okay, so you hear that, right? So basically he's saying the real fucking Edomites came to listen to Yahweh Shai. He's saying that. He's saying the real Edomites came and listened to Yahweh Shai. So he don't believe that the people that came to listen to Yahweh Shai were Israelites who were scattered, which that's part of it's part of the curses that will be scattered among all nations, even in Idumea or Jordan, whatever you want to say, right?
people heard of
Yeah,
what he was doing came to him. So
and
you
then
guys
so he
understand
that's
that
what he's saying.
Jesus had people from
Because
Idumea coming to
listen,
him. Now, if you're silly, you're going to say, "Oh, well, those must have
see, he's saying that the people from Idumea came
been
to
Israelites there." What does
seek
it say
Yahweh
there?
Shai,
It's just saying people from the
and now he said, if you're silly, you're gonna listen. See, right? You see, you hear that, right? He's saying, or if you're silly, you're gonna say those were Israelites there. Which, yes, nobody's being silly. Vocab. Check this out, right? Let me do this. Matthew 9:36. But when he saw the multitudes, these multitudes were Israelites. He was moved with compassion on them because they fainted and they were scattered abroad as sheep have no shepherd. And let me see. This is. Let me read it in the IMP. It says that when he saw the crowds, he was moved with compassion and pity for them because they were dispirited and distressed like sheep without shepherds. You know what? I gotta go double check that real quick. But I want to show you something. Oh, here, Saint John, all right, 11 and verse 49. One of them named Cephas, all right, being the high priest that same year, said unto them, ye know nothing at all. Now consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people, and the whole nation perish not. We're talking about Israelite, and this spec he know himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yahushua should die for that nation, and not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one the children of God that were scattered scattered abroad, right? Now let's get some scriptures on how nations were scattered abroad, right? Hopefully, this one gives me. Oh yeah, a good one is Isaiah 11. Go read that vocab. Go read it, man, and come explain it unto us. Hey, Hosea 1 and 10, that's a good one too. Let me see. You know what? Okay, here we go. James 101, James 7 on the Most High, and of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. So our people were scattered. First Peter 101, Peter, an apostle of Yahushua Mashiach, to the strangers scattered through Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia. So our people were, scattered, man. Always being scattered. But vocab don't believe that. All right. Uh, Leviticus 26 and 33. And I will scatter you among the heathen, who drew out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolated, and your cities wasted. That was one of the curse, and that's what we went through. Deuteronomy 28:64, and the Lord shall scatter thee among the people, among all people, including the Idumeans, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve the gods which neither thou Thou know thy fathers have known even the wood and stone. Deuteronomy 32:26. And I said, I will scatter them into corners. I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men. Bruv. Voka, what are you trying to fucking say? The
These
scriptures
regions, and it doesn't
catch you.
say that
But now
they
check
were
what this man
only,
says.
you know,
Check what vocab says from here, yeah? Listen carefully, man. And see how he does that little laugh? The scoffing laugh? You see, that's a devil, you know? A woman do that shit. When they know they ain't wrong, they're trying to lie, trying to make up some shit. They do that. And vocab, bro, you're a demon, you're a fucking serpent, bro. But listen though, listen how
certain ethnicity.
his
Usually,
point
if you're
can
saying
be
they come from Idumea,
accepted,
it means
but our
you're
point can be accepted,
of
and our
that
point is
ethnicity.
backed up by scriptures. Listen. Nah, man, it don't mean that. When you read the scripture, you say you hear people from like I'll give you an example from vocab. So wasn't Apostle Paul mistaken being Egyptian? Wasn't a few disciples mistaken from being of different countries, men of the Lord, you know, being called the Hittite, but they were Israelite, huh? The answer is yes or no, vocab. Where wasn't it? There were Israelites, all right, who were mistaken being called other nations where they had their citizens or where they grew up in, right? But they were literally Israelite by blood. Apostle Paul is an example. Be mistaken being an Egyptian. Yo, the Hittite, Uriah the Hittite. Was he a
At
Hittite or
that
was he
time, now the
Israelite?
question is, what
You
is
answer
in
that question,
Idumea during the
vocab.
time of Jesus? I'm
Okay?
sorry, who is in
You
Idumea
answer
during
that,
the
man.
time of Jesus? Well, it's not even just
Look, the time of Yahushua, you had real Idumeans, and you had Israelites who were scattered among the Idumeans, who called
Edomites anymore. As I
Idumeans,
mentioned, the
all
Nabateans
right,
had
but
pushed
then
them out.
they are what is
So you have
citizens,
Herod being the perfect
no
example
by
of
blood.
someone who had
And then you're right. So the Nabateans could be considered being Idumeans because they do it in the lands are Idumeans. Yeah. Today, right? I live in Australia. Am I Australian by blood? No, I'm not. But my passport says I'm Australian. Now, if we dig deep into that, I'm not Australian by blood. By my papers, yes, I am Australian. And you too, Voca, you're American by your papers. But if you trust your lineage to where your
fled
people came
further
from,
into Israel.
you
Because
know
where does
American
Herod come
by blood. You're fucking Amalekite, bro. You came from German, bruv. Right?
from? Judea. Well, his mother was a
Yes,
Nabatean,
and people
and
flee,
his
right?
father was an
We
Edomite.
all know this.
He himself is described as being from Idumea, but where does he end up being? Judea. That's where they mainly were at that time. They weren't running Idumea. Well, the Romans were, of course, but I'm saying they had lost their sovereignty a long time ago. And then they lost their distinct ethnic and national identity, fulfilling the prophecy of Obadiah. This is a gradual thing that happened.
So what can we apply that unto our people though? Being scattered among the nations, but somehow you're applying this
And the
because it's coming
Bible
out of your mouth, so
shows
you
it
think
when you
you're
read
right.
it in
People
various
gonna say, "Oh yeah,
places.
Vocab is right. He did his
Now,
religious search." Nah, man.
generally it's understood that the Edomites, you see the next point there, are idolaters. Now, I will tell you something. There are some in the field, you know, certain ethnicity. Usually, if you're saying they come from Idumea, it means you're of that ethnicity at that time. Now, the question is, what is in Idumea during the time of Jesus? I'm sorry, who is in Idumea during the time of Jesus? Well, it's not even just Edomites anymore. As I mentioned, the Nabateans had pushed them out. So you have Herod being the perfect example of someone who had fled further into Israel. Because where does Herod come from? Judea. Well, his mother was a Nabatean, and his father was an Edomite.
Yeah, Herod was Idumean, but he dwelled away in Judea. Does that make him an Israelite because he's doing it in the land of Judea? Does that make him that by blood? No, he's Idumean by blood. Now you can say Herod, the, uh, the Judean, you can say all that, but hey, by blood, Herod was Idumean. His father was Idumean. Okay, so Voka, bro, you just you're a fucking liar. You making up shit as you go. You deceiving people, man. Now you can't just choose what to say and then make us look like we don't know what the fuck we say because you don't know what the fuck you saying and your words is you condemning yourself as you go, man. Okay, let's get the book of is it Job? Job 15:6. It's like 5. For thy mouth uttereth thy iniquity, and which is vocab is doing, and thou chooses the tongue of crafty, and that's what his devil is doing. In verse it's like an AMP, for your guilty teaches your mouth, and you choose to speak the language of crafty and cunning. And that's what vocab is doing right now. You saying we can't say that those Idumeans who came to Yahushua are right were Israelites. You said we can't say that, right? But somehow you can go back and say that you know uh, 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 Herod, right?
The people from Idumea coming
You
there.
know, you can
Now, if you're
clarify
silly, you're going to say,
Herod.
"Oh, well,
You know,
those
I'm gonna let you hear it
Israelites
one
then."
more
What
time,
doesn't
man.
say that? It's just saying people from these regions. And
So it doesn't say that, right? Because yes, when you read the Bible, it tells you people are gonna become from. When you go to the Isaiah 11th chapter, right? Real quick, it's Isaiah 11th, right? Which be left from Assyria. So you're gonna have Israel come from Assyria, but they're gonna be known as Assyrians, Egyptians, Paphros from Cush, from Elam, from Shinar, from Hamath, from the islands of the sea, and they will be called Egyptian. They'll be called Assyrian. They'll be called Cushite. They'll be called Elamites. They'll be called Shinites. They'll be called Hamathite. If that's even the word, you know, the Bible describes them down like that by their citizen, by the lands they came from, right? Like who else? Yeah, Caleb. Is it Caleb, right? Caleb. Let's give you an example, man. Caleb did. Okay, I'm not speed. Oh man. Alright, I'm gonna just leave that right there. I can't get that one. But Caleb, a lot of people, I've heard this before that people trying to say Caleb was Edomite, but he wasn't. He was from the tribe of Judah. But anyway, this come back Job 15:6. Thine own mouth
it
condemned
doesn't
thee,
say that they were
and no,
only,
yeah,
you
thine own
know,
lips testify
certain
against thee, and that's what the
ethnicity.
fuck is going
Usually,
on
if
with
you're
you,
saying they
Vocab.
come from
The
Idumea,
shit
it
you
means
saying right
they're
now, man.
of that ethnicity at that time. Now, the question is,
That's not true, bro. Yeah, you might come from the land of Idumea, but does that make you like an Edomite? No, you
is
could
in
be an Israelite.
Idumea
You could
during the
be any
time
other
of Jesus.
nation, but
I'm
you
sorry,
do it
what?
in the
Who
Idumea.
is in Idumea during the time of
Okay?
Jesus? Well, it's not even just Edomites anymore. As I mentioned, the Nabateans had pushed them out. So you have Herod being the perfect example of someone who had fled further into Israel. Because where does Herod come from? Judea. Well, his mother was a Nabatean, and his father was an Edomite. He himself is ascribed as being from Idumea, but where does he
Yeah,
end up
right?
being? Judea.
Mm-hmm.
That's where they mainly were at that time.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't running Idumea. Well, the
Mm-hmm.
Romans were, of course, but I'm saying they had lost their sovereignty a long time ago.
Right.
And then they
Mm-hmm.
lost their distinct ethnic and national identity, fulfilling the prophecy of Obadiah. This is
So you see? So the Idumeans lost their, he's saying the Idumeans lost their national and identity, right? What can we say that Israelites lost their identity? Which is it's in the book of Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4.